This village is no ordinary village, as it is haunted by a terrifying legend. The villagers here mysteriously die at the age of 72. In other words, no matter who you are, you must die when you reach 72. Because of this, people from nearby villages avoid marrying villagers from here, and the village chief, in order to ensure the village's survival, resorts to tricking outsiders into coming here through fake marriages so they can reproduce. One day, a group of young travelers arrived in the village, but soon a young and beautiful girl named Lena began to sense something was wrong. She discovered that her hands were inexplicably pierced by cute little grass stalks. Frightened, she rushed back to her house, only to notice someone was watching her closely from behind. Terrified, Lena ran deep into the forest. However, when she woke up the next morning, she found herself in a quaint, artistic village. At this moment, many young villagers came to help them with their bags, but what they didn't know was that the village beauty, Amy, who had just turned 18, was already deeply captivated by the handsome Jack. She joined the dancing group in front of her and kicked Jack. Clearly, Jack had been chosen. The next day, a horrifying ritual awaited them. This was a ritual that could only take place when one turned 72. Upon seeing it, the group almost vomited the dinner they had eaten the night before. Several young people couldn't bear to watch and turned to leave the cursed place. But as they were about to leave, Johnny accidentally urinated on the village's sacred tree. The villagers, upon seeing this, were furious and immediately surrounded him. They took him into a small, dark room. After packing her things, Lena waited but didn't see Johnny, who had urinated earlier. They thought he might have gotten lost, so they decided to stay for a few more days. During lunch, Jack accidentally felt something strange in his mouth. When he reached in to check, he discovered he had eaten a curly hair. What he didn't know was that Amy from the village was staring at him intensely at that moment. After this incident, strange events kept happening. John, who had been next to Jack, mysteriously disappeared. The next day, the villagers prepared a game for them, but Jack's body began to behave oddly. It seemed as though he was under some kind of spell, his gaze often drawn to Amy in the village, and Amy also seemed to be sending him some kind of message with her eyes.